Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I want to present you the gear I will use for my next trip. My next trip will be the Tour du Mont Blanc. I have already done this hike partially last year, but I had to stop because of COVID restrictions in Switzerland. So now I will do the hike again, the whole trail, as I want to do it in one time. I want to enjoy it really, and that's why I just start from the beginning. Well, and now as the first time I would like to present the gear I'm using for the trip. I will be very lightweight. As it's mountains, I will have more than 1,000 meters ascent and descent every day. So the lighter I can be, the better it is. Last year I used a Hyperlight mountain gear backpack, the Southwest, 2400. That's about 50 liters, 55 liters. This time I will have a smaller backpack, as the Hyperlight mountain gear was always not completely full. So I will gain a bit of weight, I think about 300 grams at least, by using a smaller, lighter backpack. And there's also my whole list of gear is in description below on lighter pack. Okay, so let's start. First of all is the backpack. I present this backpack. I have it for a while. It's a Heiberg banded backpack. It's a little more than 400 grams. I used it on the Camino Portugues last year. I was quite happy with it. It has everything that is needed. Some pouches here, so I don't need to add additional gear except these hip belt pockets from Treadlight Gear. I have added this as I like to have my electronics stored in the side pockets. Now I have only here in the side pockets I have my little DCF wallet and a small coin wallet I use for my trips. And I have this for a very long time. This served me well. I'm happy with it. So, and yeah, maybe compass I've added also. Okay. My backpack. 35 liters. I put it here. So next item will be the tent, the stakes, the tent. I will take the same tent as I've taken this last year on all hikes. I've bought a new tent, but it's quite too big. The footprint is really big. It's the Z-Pax Triplex, and for mountains it's maybe a bit overkill also for one person. So again I go with the Hyperlight mountain gear Dirigo. Well, I'm quite happy with the tent. It has its flaws, but it's lightweight. It's heavier than the Triplex, but it's still it's about 800 grams, I think, include or not the stakes. Stakes. This time, because last time on the Tour du Mont Blanc I had a problem with the stakes. I use the stakes. Usually I use the stakes from Hyperlight mountain gear. They are round stakes, a bit longer than these. But on stony ground, where you risk to hit a stone when you put them in, I have one steak that was a bit bended after, so this time I just go for another type of steak. I heard a lot of good things about this type of steak. This special one is from a brand that's called Nordisk. I think it's Danish. Yeah. So I need 8 steaks. That's what I have here. And this pouch is also from Threadlight here. It's a Dyneema pouch, so there's almost everything there. As a ground sheet, I have this. I've used it many times. It looks like that. It's polychrome, so it's a very tough material. It's very, very thin, but yeah, very tough. So this is a DIY ground sheet, and I'm quite happy. It's about, I think it's about 50 grams, something like that. Fine. So the tent, and all this will fit inside of my backpack. After the tent, I will come to my cooking gear. Oh no, I will prefer to take first sleeping gear. That's this part here. So, this is the first time I go with this mat. This is a closed cell foam mat. I bought this because it's almost the same weight as the Z-Lite or Z-Seat I had from Tamarest. But the advantage is I can sit on it and I can put it under my sleeping pad in the tent. And one problem I always have with Dyneema tents is this sleeping pads, they are very slippery, and the tent itself, Dyneema, is also something that's quite slippery. And putting this on Dyneema is just a problem. And so in the night I will put this underneath, and this will keep my sleeping pads at the place. Yeah. So sleeping pad is Tamarest Uberlight, very lightweight also. This is 70 grams, and this, I don't know, I'll put the weight. And then I always take a liner. That's the lightest I could find. It's a liner from Raab. I think it's about 100 grams. I use this mainly to protect my quilt or my sleeping bag, so I don't have to wash it that often. I prefer to wash this than a quilt or sleeping bag. And if for any reason I have to sleep in a shelter, I have to have one of these. And yeah, to inflate my mattress I use the pump sack from Tamarest. It's quite heavy, but what I do is I put my quilt inside and also this liner, so it's not much a big problem as it has W's, but I like really to pump my sleeping pad with a pump sack so I don't have mold in it afterwards. So my sleeping, or my quilt, better, my quilt is an Enlightenment equipment quilt. A typical, I heard a lot of good things about this one. I didn't use it, it's the first time I will use it. I just bought it. So I have still to test it, but I heard a lot of good things about this one. And yeah, I don't doubt it has been tested thoroughly in the United States. But it's the kind of gear I usually use. This one is a 30 degree, -1 limit and degrees, yeah, in degrees Celsius. And it packs extremely small, so no problem for that. So now my clothing, I'll put this aside. My clothing here inside is my clothing for camp. This is a Hyperlite mountain gear pillow, and it serves as a pillow and as a stuff sack. Usually the stuff sack is turned around like so. And I keep my clothes here inside. And for the night to sleep, I just turn it inside out. And I can stuff whatever clothes I have inside. And I have a nice pillow. Good. So let's start with this. Camp socks. These are smaller socks. This is Jack Wolfskin synthetic socks. I use this for camp, and if for any reason I cannot use my normal hiking socks for one day, I can also hike with those. For camp I use a very light, thin t-shirt from Haglofs. I don't use this to hike because it's very thin, and I think the material will not last very long if I hike with this. But I can, if I don't have any choice, I can still use all my camp gear to hike. That's also a short from very lightweight shorts that I can use on camp. I don't have long trousers. I don't take long trousers with me. What I do is, if for any reason in the morning or I'm in altitude it is chill, I can put this over my shorts and I can remove them quickly. That's just putting over the shoes. I don't have to remove anything. Quickly on, quickly off. This is a winch trouser from it's not written the type, but it's in the description. It's very lightweight, and so I can avoid to have pants or long trousers that I don't wear or rarely wear. I will take long trousers in the car, and I leave them at trailhead, as when I return just to have the evening at the hotel, or when I return also the evening at the hotel to go to a restaurant. When I return back from trail, I will keep long trousers in the car, but not on trail. This the same, as I have only t-shirts and also down pullover. I take this. If it's a bit windy, chill, windy, I can wear this. It's also on a windbreaker, and I'm quite happy. I use it for quite some time now. I'm quite happy with it. So, and here is my underwear. It's a kind of Chinese synthetic, very thin, lightweight underwear. I don't use special function gear from the big brands because this is perfect. It dries super quickly. Same here. It's thin. I don't have to worry about anything. And it costs only a fraction of the price of this other gear. Yeah, for hiking, if it's raining, I will put this Mont Blanc gloves. They just protect me a little bit from the rain, so my hands are not freezing. It's extremely lightweight. It's only 9 grams, but very precious to have when it's raining. And evenings on camp, or maybe even during the night, it's very cold. what I don't expect, but in the mountains you never know. I have a down pullover, very lightweight thin down pullover, but a high quality fit from Cumulus. Cumulus is a Polish brand that makes extremely good hiking gear. And I just bought this, I look forward to use it and to see how the quality is. So, then I put back my stuff in my pillow. So this also is, well, clothes. This is a poncho. I'm not a rain jacket guy, I use ponchos. I'm really happy about that. So I don't need to use a liner also in my backpack. Whenever it rains, I just throw the poncho. When it stops, I remove it. Not big. For me, the easiest solution. Camp shoes. Spanish brand Pies Sucios, some kind of huarache, 130 grams total. This pair. It's already the second pair I have from Pies Sucios. I'm very happy with with the quality of these. My hiking cap. So nice cap, standard cap. I use also for quite some time already on my hikes, and it's nice. It's a Columbia, yeah. Okay, next. Hiking sticks. Yeah, the hiking sticks I will use, and I have used the last 2-3 years already, are these, and I've just modified them. So what I did is, these are the Black Diamond carbon Z poles. Distance carbon Z, yeah, FLZ. Yeah. What I did is I changed the tips here, this whole part, this part, as the original ones have a plate here, and this plate prevents me just to put the sticks in the loops of my tent, because my tent is set up with two poles, tracking poles. And yeah, and another disadvantage with this, the original ones, is that you cannot put like a plastic thing. I didn't find any that fits nicely on the original ones because of that plate that prevents to put, yeah. So the change on this makes, gave me everything I need for hiking with these sticks. So I have another pair, but a leaky one, the Black Series, but I'm still so happy with this, as they are transformed now, that I'm not really into changing them now. Maybe if they break one day I will change, but so far, great option, extra lightweight, happy. So now, whatever I use for the kitchen. So I have this bottle for quite a long time. As we use it, I just put another cap on it. This is a evergreen cap from pouch, yeah. Standard. Now I filter my water. For my water filtering I use the Sawyer Mini. I have this adapter to backflash it, so I can backflash it here, like this, or on the, or here. So I always watch out to have the thread that's good for my water filter. And this but I keep it also in a little pouch because it's always wet, and then at least all the gear is protected from the water from here inside. For dirty water I use this knock bladder. I just go to a source, I fill it, and then most of the time I just keep it on top of the backpack and filled with water, and I just screw the soil on the bladder, and whenever I need more water I just put water here inside, and this I keep into my pouch, my shoulder pouch, so I have always easy access to water. If needed I can add a liter bottle of water, but this is quite a lot. There are a lot of sources on the Tour du Mont Blanc, so there's not really need to gear up with bottles of water there. So here's my spoon. I use a long spoon, and as a cooking kit I will put this aside. As cooking kit I have this for quite a long time, and I just say these small items here, this Dyneema pouch, this Dyneema pouch also is made by Treadlight here in the UK, and I'm really happy to have this kind of gear. It's nice and it fits perfect. So my cooking gear, this is also for cooking. What I use is, and I tried a lot, I have now here my burner, and this is a Soto Windmaster. That's for me best value weight I could find. A lot of people use this BRS. I have one too, and I don't like them because I need more gas with the BRS, definitely. And the problem also is it's quite far from the flame. This part is very narrow on the BRS, and it is much more sturdy, and there's very little space between the pot and the burner, so it's very efficient. Soto Windmaster. I have a cozy. I made it from this windshield foil to protect from sun. That's fine. So that's it for my cooking kit. Okay. But I will take also for about 4 to 5 days of dry, this typical hiking food, like this one. The only thing I will do is I will change the bag. This bag is really big and heavy, and I will put this here in a Ziploc bag, and the difference in weight from this bag to the Ziploc bag is 17 grams. So 17 grams, if I take 4 of these, that makes a lot already in weight. So the Ziploc bags I will take, I can fit them here inside when I cook. That means I open the Ziploc bag and I put it here inside. It's also from Hyperlight Mountain Gear. I don't know the name, but yeah. And so I fill with water, and I have my hands protected. I can hold it in my hand. And also while rehydrating, I can keep the pouch closed for this 7-8 minutes, and then I open it and I can hold it in my hands with the system. It's a good idea. This is 40 grams, so when I say 17 grams for one of this as a weight gain, and if I carry 2, I'm almost at the weight I have, the additional weight I have for this, and this is a game changer. This is now washing. So whenever I can shower, I do it with my kit here, or whenever I can wash myself. So this bag weighs almost nothing, this toiletry bag. There's also Dyneema. What I use is a toothbrush. It is a bit chopped, not for the weight, because it's bamboo, it doesn't weigh, it weighs almost nothing. But it's more like to have, yeah, less space in the bag. So here, yes. This is Dr. Bronner's. I just changed the container, because the Dr. Bronner container is not very sturdy on the long run. I have these big bottles, and then I have the small bottles of Dr. Bronner, but these ones are better, yeah, better quality and squishy. That's my soap for washing, cleaning clothes and whatever. And here I have tabs from Lush for cleaning my teeth. This is, yeah, toothpaste in tabs. Very nice. So this one here, pack towel, I think it's called. Yeah, pack towel. This is the medium version. I think it's called arms, I don't know, or hands. Yeah. And this is fairly enough for the body. So I use this when I wash or take a shower. And this here is the small one. This is called pack towel face. And this one I just use it inside the tent for condensation in the morning. So I wipe off the condensation. This one. This here is a drainer block. I use this a lot. Whenever I come across a place where there's a tab and a sink and I want to wash something and I need to keep my water in the sink, very often there's no plug, and yeah, I started to use this on the Camino de Santiago and they were really precious, and here I always keep this with me because I use them a lot. It's very handy to have something like that. That's my luxury item, if you want. And this, yeah, this is the C2 Summit. It's first time I take this with me. It's a C2 Summit kitchen sink. It weighs about nothing, but what I had in the Alps is there are a lot of sources, so I can take source water and carry it somewhere else close to my tent to clean my clothes and whatever, yeah, clean my cooking gear. And I'm far away from the tent. I have far away from the source, and I have water. I will try this. For the weight, I think it will be a good thing to have it. But I will see. When I'm back, I can see if I take it again or not. So my poop kit is standard trowel, reduce, toilet paper rolls, small rolls, I'll take 2. And whenever I don't have toilet paper, or if the situation doesn't allow to use toilet paper just to keep the place clean, I have this Colo Clean bidet that will fit on a bottle on the bladder, just like so, and then I can use it as a bidet. Now my electronics. I use, I take my phone, an Apple iPhone 12, the smallest one, and I take also Garmin InReach every time I hike for security. And then I have here this bag with all kinds of little stuff gear I use on the trail. So it's the phone, and then I have my headlamp from Petzl Bindi. I use it for a long time, it's perfect. I don't night hike, so I don't know how it performs during a longer hike in the night. This one I use only for camp in the night, in the tent, or if I have to go for outside the tent in the night. Then I have this power bank. It's a knit core power bank. It's the lightest I could find, 150 grams for 10,000 milliamps per hour. That's a good, perfect weight. Yeah. Memory cards for my camera, headphones. Now, as a camera, I use this time I will use the Insta360. I think it's quite convenient, as I don't have to pay much attention when I'm filming just exactly what I'm filming, because I go out hiking. I'm not so into filming, but I like to have nice shots when I come back, so I can take the shots and reframe them as I want. As I have 360 degrees of view, I can reframe and take the best shots out of what I film. So this seems to be very convenient. Let's see. Happy to try it out. As I need to use this stick, I also take a microphone adapter for the 360 and this Rode wireless microphones connected to a lavalier, so I can have a good sound. At least for me, when I'm speaking, the voice is good. And a little tripod. I'm still not sure if I take it or not. Most probably I will, but the problem is this 360 camera has two lenses that stick out here, and this is not very sturdy, so if it falls I destroy my camera. I have to think about it. Now, to charge all these items I have here, I have this little bag, and here inside I have a little charger. This has a power delivery and a quick charge tree. A lot of items use this power charge nowadays, like the iPhone, like this one could be charged in quick charge and power delivery, but I have both, and this is a USB-C and a USB-A. So it's 20 watts, I think that's enough. I hope so. So, and the cables, what I have as electronics is also my Fitbit. So this is the charging cable for the Fitbit. And then I use USB-C to USB-C, where I can fit iPhone adapter on it. So I can charge with this cable, I can charge the power bank, the camera, and the iPhone if I put the adapter. And if I have to charge two things, and one is the iPhone, so I have the choice also. I've taken two micro USBs, and I have also an adapter for micro USB for the iPhone, because micro USB I will use it to charge the Garmin, to charge the Rodes. Yeah. And so I've taken two. Also my headlamp is a micro USB. So I'm very good. Lightweight, I take the shortest cables I can find, so I don't need long cables, and every gram less is every gram less. And now in this dry bag, this a Silniden dry bag, I don't use, for this gear, I don't use Dyneema, because Dyneema is easily punctured and there's a lot of small stuff in this bag, so I prefer not to use Dyneema. I use this 3 liter, it's Osprey 3 liter. I have it for a long time, it's good, no problem with it. Now, Dyneema cord to hang up my clothes for drying. Then earplugs, and then a big lighter if for any reason the piezo doesn't work anymore on my burner. These are tabs, like if you put a little bit of water on these, they will grow and make a towel. So these are replacement towels. I don't use them very often, but sometimes when I need them, I'm happy to have them, so nice to have. Yeah, a little pen, my goggles, reading, and then here my knife. I used to have this typical compact from Victorinox, and I always carried a nail cutter and tweezers and things like that. And here now I found this one is just a little bit heavier than the compact. It has a nail clipper, it has scissors, and yeah, and knife, of course, knife and a file, and tweezers and toothpick. So very lightweight, for me the best option. Yeah. Okay, now my sunglasses. These are standard mountaineering jumbo sunglasses. I don't know exactly now by heart the model type, but you will find the link in the description, or the lighter backlink. And then still comes my kits, my first aid kit standard. Has ibuprofen, has plasters, has bandages, couple, a bit of medication, something I need for blisters, for ticks, yeah, the standard, and also repair kits for my tent, for Dyneema, and things like that, and for the sleeping pad also. So this is this typical down tough socks. I'm really happy with this, no problems with blisters. So this is what I wear for hiking. And for hiking also I wear this shorts. This has an inlay, so I don't really need to wear underwear under these shorts. And I just take them off, wash them, next day I wear them again. And here is the t-shirt, is a bit heavier. Yeah, it's an Under Armour t-shirt I'm wearing for hiking. This is much heavier material, so with the backpack there's no problem, it will not be destroyed after 2 days. Okay, so I think that was it. I've showed everything I use. The Ultra Long Peak. Is this? Yeah, this is the model I will take, yeah. Yeah. I have a couple of these shoes, as I change them about every 600-700 kilometers. So, and for the rest I wish you a nice day, and I hope to see you back when watching the videos of my TMB Tour du Mont Blanc trail recordings. Thank you, bye bye.